If you are shopping for a used four-wheel drive in Australia, you already know the market has a massive bias toward diesel engines. It is the default choice for almost everyone hitting the tracks. That massive demand creates a premium on the purchase price. Buyers will happily hand over thousands of extra dollars up front, rationalizing that they will eventually make it back at the fuel pump. Let's look at this comparison matrix. On the left side, the high-kilometer diesel market requires a high purchase price, but you are also inheriting aging, highly complicated fuel injection systems that carry severe repair risks. If one of those old diesel injectors fails, any fuel savings you scrape together vanish immediately into a massive repair bill. But if we shift focus to the petrol market on the right, you secure a lower purchase price and drastically reduce the risk of catastrophic engine failure. You can use the broader market's fear of high fuel consumption to your advantage. Because petrol variants are less popular, sellers have to price them lower to get them off the driveway. The math is straightforward. You consciously accept a higher daily fuel bill, but in exchange, you keep thousands of dollars in your pocket on purchase day. When you are shopping in the $15,000 bracket, you have to follow one strict rule. Mechanical condition and maintenance history eclipse the badge on the grille. If you only travel moderate distances each year, a petrol vehicle provides a cheaper entry point and smoother engine operation. It is often a mathematically superior choice. Let's look at 5 serious options. Number 5 is the 3.5-liter V6 Holden Jackaroo. As this scorecard shows, it is a forgotten traditional four-wheel drive that still gives you genuine low-range capability and proper wagon practicality. Because buyers overlook the Jackaroo nameplate, you can secure one for a fraction of what you would pay for a comparable diesel rival. That discount comes with 2 main catches. The 3.5-liter engine uses a lot of fuel, and because the model is aging, you need to verify model-specific parts are still available in your area before handing over cash. During your inspection, scrutinize the radiator, hoses, and water pump for any signs of past overheating. Walk away from anything with a cheap LPG conversion or amateur electrical wiring. If you put in the legwork to confirm parts support, the Jackaroo is an excellent basic vehicle for occasional touring and weekend recreation. Number 4 is the Nissan Pathfinder R50. We are looking at the 3.3-liter petrol V6. It is smaller and more road-friendly than a Petrol, but it packs genuine low-range capability that modern crossovers lack. The 3.3-liter engine is not going to win any races by modern standards, but if you keep the fluids fresh and maintain it, it provides incredibly dependable service. Your biggest enemy here is rust. You need to get under the vehicle and closely inspect the chassis rails and underbody, especially if it has spent time on beaches or in wet climates. Do not judge it based entirely on clean body panels. You also need documented proof of timing belt replacements. While you are at it, get the vehicle on dirt and engage the transfer case to test every single four-wheel drive mode. For small families who want manageable city dimensions combined with real off-road ability, the R50 is a smart buy, provided you reject any example with structural corrosion. Number 3 is the 5-door Suzuki Grand Vitara JB. This scorecard breaks it down. You get genuine four-wheel drive hardware wrapped in a highly compact footprint. The trade-off is physical space. You get easy access to campsites and rough tracks, but you have to accept limited cargo room and discard the idea of towing a large caravan. Warning tone. There is a critical step with the Grand Vitara. Not all specifications have the same four-wheel drive functions. You have to sit in the driver's seat and physically verify it has selectable low-range gearing. Next, verify that all 4 tires are exactly the same size and wear level. Look over the suspension, hunt for oil leaks, and check the underside for beach impact damage. If you prioritize parking and agility over outright cargo volume, an unmodified 2.4-liter Grand Vitara is an ideal fit for couples or solo travelers. Coming in at number 2 is the 3.8-liter V6 Mitsubishi Pajero, specifically the NP or NS generation. As noted here, it offers exceptional capability per dollar and is backed by broad workshop knowledge across the country. Because the broader market scrambles for the diesel versions, you can quietly pick up the petrol V6 model and secure the exact same brilliant super select four-wheel drive system for thousands less. You are taking on significant petrol consumption, and these vehicles are getting older, meaning you have to watch out for general wear and tear on the suspension and steering. When inspecting them, avoid the vehicles overloaded with heavy bull bars, roof racks, and poorly fitted electrical accessories. Aim for a clean, unmolested chassis with a stack of service receipts. The Petrol Pajero is excellent for families who want heavy-duty capability without paying Toyota or diesel prices. Just prioritize the maintenance history over aftermarket bolt-ons. Taking the #1 spot is the 3.4-liter V6 Toyota Land Cruiser Prado 90 series. It is an incredibly well-established family vehicle where the petrol engine gets completely overlooked. The naturally aspirated petrol V6 runs remarkably smooth. It completely avoids the catastrophic failure risks associated with aging diesel injection equipment from the same era. You will spend more at the fuel pump, and you will have to negotiate firmly with sellers who demand excessive prices purely because there is a Toyota badge on the front. Your strategy here is strict. A thick folder of detailed maintenance invoices is far more valuable than a low number on the odometer. A high-kilometer Prado with a flawless service record is one of the strongest buys you can make. It delivers established capability and massive parts support, as long as you buy based on mechanical health, not the badge. Spending your entire $15,000 budget on the vehicle itself is a guaranteed path to financial stress. Old four-wheel drives inevitably need immediate work. As this budget breakdown shows, you must actively withhold between $1,500 and $2,000 from your total budget after the purchase. That reserve fund is not for accessories. It is for establishing a mechanical baseline, replacing worn tires, machining the brakes, flushing the cooling system, swapping out belts, pressing new suspension bushes, and doing a complete fluid replacement. No 20-year-old vehicle is completely maintenance-free. Ring-fencing that cash is a non-negotiable step to ensure the vehicle will not leave you stranded on a dirt road. Before you hand over any money, you have administrative work to do. Complete a PPSR search to check for financial encumbrances or write-off history, and check the VIN for outstanding factory recalls. When you view the vehicle, insist on a cold start. Test high range, low range, and the center diff lock. Review any evidence of heavy caravan towing and inspect any fitted LPG systems carefully. Most importantly, arrange an independent inspection by a four-wheel drive specialist. They need to get the vehicle up on a hoist to verify the underbody condition and true mechanical health. A cheap petrol four-wheel drive will use more fuel on a daily basis, but for the driver covering moderate annual distances, paying for a bit more unleaded still costs significantly less overall than buying a neglected, mechanically failing older diesel.